Alright guys, so last week I asked you for your most embarrassing stories and moments, and here they are. My most embarrassing moment was when my mom walked in on me when I was watching ThioJoe. Understandable. I once drank some Mountain Dew without my fedora on. Whoa, dude, I said embarrassing stories, not horror stories. One day I subscribed to ThioJoe. The end. Yep, I kind of had that one coming, didn't I? I actually believed one of his videos. Enough said. Don't worry, dude. You're not the only one. At least you're not one of the people who got really mad for no reason. I accidentally liked a Justin Bieber video. Oh man, how'd you live through that one? I don't know how I would have handled that. An actual story here. I used an iPod app to hijack a classroom projector and display the Lemon Party. If you don't know what that is, just don't even look it up. But I wasn't careful enough so people knew it was me. Oh dude, I can just imagine how that went. My life. I'm so sorry. First, wait, I'm not first. That was embarrassing. Good joke. Great joke. Amazing joke. Most embarrassing story, showing all my friends ThioJoe and none of them laughing. Hey, I know where you got that comment. You stole it, and you know from where. I got caught watching ThioJoe, everyone laughed at me, and I lost all my friends. My most embarrassing moment is when I told my friend I was watching your video. Oh, I get it, guys. When I gave away 3 minutes and 6 seconds of my life watching this video. LOL, it's funny because you're a knob. JK, I love you really. JK. JK to last JK, making the last one true, but that one, fuck it. Please don't do any more viewer interaction videos. I don't want to pay for cancer treatments, thank you. A video I made 2 days ago got 4,000 views. My mom found out. Now she won't stop talking about it. I feel your pain, man. Hey, an actual story. When I was 7, for whatever stupid reason, I decided to ride my bike in the backyard with my eyes closed. The neighbors next door were setting up for a wedding later in the day. I somehow rode my bike into their yard and crashed into the table with the cake on it. Luckily, no one was outside, so I ran back home. Later, I looked out the window, seeing my neighbors freaking out, understandable. Afterwards, they came to the house to question us. I was about to go out again, and soon the garage door opened. They looked off to the side and saw the frosting on my bike. Oh my gosh. Yo, I can imagine how bad that would have been. That probably still haunts you to this day, I bet. Alright, next. I swear she was 18. Oh, you guys are fucked up. Alright, next. I used to think Ted Bundy was a famous celebrity. I can imagine how that would have been really awkward. That moment you realize your zipper is down all day and nobody said anything. I'm sure we've all had that painful realization. My most embarrassing story. I bought a pre-built PC once. Ugh. Peasant. Alright, now finally we have another story. In 5th or 4th grade, we had this Holocaust survivor visit us, and the day before the assembly, the teacher asked us things we knew about the Holocaust, and when he asked me what it was, I stood up proudly, thinking I knew what it was. I said it was a snowstorm that killed all the Jews, and I got into so much trouble because they thought I was making a joke, so they sent me down to guidance, and the counselor had to explain it. That sounds really awkward. Not sure why you thought that, but that's definitely embarrassing. Okay guys, so now is my embarrassing story. I told you last week I would tell it, so here it is. Now, one day I was walking home from class, and you have to cross this one street to get back to the dorms. And there's a crosswalk light that comes on at this intersection when you're supposed to walk. So the light turns green and the crosswalk signal comes on. So me and a couple other people start to walk across the street. And this car drives by without even stopping. And we said, what the hell? Did that guy just run the red light? Whatever. And then we see another car right behind it go by. So at this point, I look at the crosswalk light and I'm like, well, is it broken? The crosswalk light's on. I look up at the red light. It's still red, so they definitely just blew a red light. And then I look over and I see someone else who's going pretty much full speed. And I'm thinking, this guy's just following along with these people running the red lights. He can get away. He thinks he can get away with it because everyone else is. So I get pretty pissed off at this guy and I just, flip him off right there, right to his face. And as I was flipping him off, I realized why they were running the red light, because in the mirror, there was a little hanger thing below that said funeral procession. And I said, oh my God, I just flipped off a goddamn funeral procession. I didn't know. So I hope to this day that they did not see me. But I was just, oh my God, I felt so embarrassed and so cringed the whole rest of the week. There's definitely other people at that intersection that saw me doing this, and it was, to my benefit of the doubt, it wasn't very obvious that it was a funeral procession. You know, usually they have like the big green like flags. They didn't have that. It was just a hanger. But oh man, I still feel bad about that. Just imagine someone having a funeral and their loved one just died and I just flipped him off. But so that's my embarrassing story. As you can imagine, it was pretty bad. I got over it eventually. Anyway, hopefully that was entertaining. But how about for next week, let me ask you this. If you were God, what would you do to troll everybody? Let me know in the comments. I'll read my favorite ones next week. And if you want to check out some previous week's videos, those will be on the right-hand side. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all the standard social media sites that everyone promotes at the end of their videos. Subscribe, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.